And welcome back to Talk to Me with the coach, Michael E. Mayden, as we're visiting with the new Cub pitcher, Neal Cotts. How are we doing today?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Just fine. So you've been traded from the south side to the north side. How does that feel?
I have. It's gonna be a little different drive, but I'm real excited about the experience, and I'm real excited to join the Cub organization.
Well, give us a little bit of your highlights being with the White Sox.
I mean, obviously the World Series, and I mean, you grow together with those guys through the World Series, and I mean, overall it's a business, and being traded, that's just part of the business. And I'm going to join the Cubs, and hopefully we're gonna have a winning season.
Well, I just asked Coop about his ring. Do you have your championship ring on today?
I didn't wear it.
Oh, he didn't wear his ring, ladies and gentlemen. So tell us a little bit about your road to the big leagues. You know, our show is geared around high school kids and a young audience, and a lot of them have ambitious dreams of playing in the big leagues. How did you get discovered?
Well, I played high school in Lebanon, Illinois, which is about 3,000 people, and probably fit all the people in this.
That's one block in Chicago.
We could probably fit everybody in my apartment complex in Chicago, but I came from there, and luckily my high school coach had a mutual friend that he coached with, and made a phone call, and I ended up at Illinois State for college. And I spent 3 years there, and I was drafted by Oakland. And then after that, I got traded to the White Sox.
Well, you know, I've coached on the collegiate level, and I've scouted on the major league level, and most kids that I see look for that opportunity to play on a professional level, and most of them looking for exposure, that opportunity. What advice would you give a young pitcher out there that's looking for exposure?
I mean, you just got to go out and do your thing. You gotta play hard, and you gotta love what you do, and put your effort into it. I mean, it's kind of how I achieved it, but I mean, it's just you have to love what you're doing. Otherwise, if you don't like what you're doing, it's not going to be that fun. So, and you have to put 100% effort into it.
How hard is it to get major league hitters out?
A lot harder than it looks. No, I mean, at that level, it's it tends to be a lot more preparation than the actual physical nature of getting them out. I think you have to really prepare to get them out, because I think they prepare to hit. They have a pretty good idea what you're going to do to them, so you have to really prepare, and you have to try to outwise them sometimes.
And just so you know, our show, as I say, reach a young ones, so we try to ask those questions that they be thinking. So for those youngsters out there that want to pitch in the big leagues, want to play in the big leagues, and they look at you guys on TV, how important is it you to be a role model for those young people?
Well, it's definitely important. I mean, once you're in in the big leagues, or at a point where people look up to you, I mean, it's an ultimate. It's an experience. You have to be humbled by the experience that people look up to you, and people embrace you and what you do. And I mean, you have to enjoy the moment and go with it.
What was one of your most memorable rookie experiences?
Rookie in the big leagues?
Rookie in the big leagues.
Probably not a good one for the youngsters.
A good one. Is it true you had to carry the veteran stuff?
You know what? I had to dress up when when I was a rookie, kind of like I was there for a month, and they sent me back down. So, but my actual rookie, I did dress up. I had to go sign autographs out in front of everybody, and it happened to be just when my friends and part of my family were up there. So it's friends being more embarrassing than my family, because all my guys I went to high school with, they were all there to see me dressed up. But I got it pretty easy in that aspect.
Well, can I ask you this question? You know, as I say, I scouted on the big league level, and I have some players that's in the big leagues from when I coach. And is it true that the rookies had their clothes on getaway day because they may put a clown outfit or a certain outfit that you don't want to be seen in public?
I don't think they hide them. I think they get taken away most of the time, and they end up with something. I mean, there were some pretty good ones this year, actually. So.
Yeah, I think I seen one of them had to actually walk out in some girls' clothes one time.
There's quite a few girls' clothes. I saw a football uniform this year, actually. Headgear and everything. So I mean, you have some different uniforms, but I mean, it's all part of the bonding and the growing up experience.
And I constantly tell kids they don't understand the wear and tear of a major league season. Playing a game in Chicago, going on the West Coast, and you're different time zones. Sometimes your body's still left back in Chicago.
It's definitely it's an experience. You get used to it eventually, but I mean, down the stretch, it's hard, and I don't think your mind necessarily knows how bad it takes a toll on your body. But going and changing cities every week, every 3 days, I mean, it gets tedious, but I mean, it's just kind of part of the game, and you get used to it. And I mean, it takes a toll on you, but kind of near the end of the season, it's it's whoever's team comes together and plays together.
Well, I got to ask you this one question, because I know there's a lot of Cub fans and Sox fans going to be watching this show. How big is the rivalry between the Cubs and Sox among the players?
I think it's really big. I think everybody gets up for it. I think the fans are much bigger. I think it's much bigger rivalry with the fans. I think without the fans there, it wouldn't even be a rivalry. I don't think. Put it that way, if that makes sense to you. But the fans make the whole rivalry.
Yeah.
They make it, and when they come out and they cheer and they do whatever, it makes signs. That's what makes the rivalry. That's what makes how intense it is on the field. And that's how it goes.
If you wasn't in baseball right now, what do you think you'll be doing?
Probably sitting in an office, probably sleeping by now, to be honest with you. I'm actually going out because my week's over, but I'll probably sit in an office. I mean, I went to school for accounting, so I'd probably be crunching some numbers or something. Probably unhappy, but I mean, I'd be doing it.
And you're here this weekend for the U-Trip convention to help teach some youngsters the proper fundamentals of baseball. You want to elaborate a little bit on this weekend for you?
No, it's going to be an exciting weekend. I think we have quite a few athletes here, and we're going to be meeting and greeting a bunch of little leaguers, I think, and giving some seminars. I think there's going to be some baseball and softball people here, so it should be a good weekend.
Okay, well, we thank you for your time, and again, for our young audience, we want you to come out and cheer for them with the Cubs. I must admit, I coach college, high school, and some of my coaches are Cubs fans and some Sox fans. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm in, but we're glad you're on the north side.